All right. Miami or
It's in the game.
oh, am I gonna have to update? I gotta. It's gotta. Sorry, guys.
It's in the game.
Okay, we won against them.
On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium
Oh,
in
it's
Knoxville.
nighttime?
A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollock,
Volunteers.
Jesse Palmer.
Be loud.
This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an
got a
impact,
night
but he
game.
didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here
it's in
today.
Tennessee.
I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Nice.
Appreciate that, Holly. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Texas offense will be first on the attack. And here comes Arch Manning. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you gotta secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Manning throws to the wideout.
Nice call.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He slings it deep to the left.
God,
Nice
man.
defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Can't
It'll
see
be
the
3rd
throws.
and long. Manning to the air again. It's complete to the right. He
Nice.
puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Manning with the play fake. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Art's going to spin it again. The quick out. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. Manning on play action. Under fire. A shot through the end
crap,
zone.
nice.
Touchdown Longhorns. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
Well, you know
Coleman.
this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Deshaun Bishop found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
And I know when we talk Josh Heupel offenses at Tennessee, we always talk about tempo and going fast and deep shots down the field. But, David, one thing we also know is that he is committed to running the football. And Bishop, after a phenomenal year, a year ago, running for over 1,000 yards, you know they're going to be balanced, and you know they're going to feature him.
They're going to feature him, they're going to run him a lot, and they're going to run him at a fast pace, right? That's what they've done, and they've been so good at it. It's not just the early ground game that you got to worry about. It's the wear-out factor late. They usually commit to the run game. They committed to Bishop last year. He got over 1,000 yards and looking to improve upon that this year.
Here's a heat. Unleashes one. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Middleton.
From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He's got it. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Bishop. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Gordon. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Punts it out of the air. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down.
Nope.
Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
Miles,
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to pass their way in.
Nope.
And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Man, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free. And
There's a little room there. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
it's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
All right, we're not snapping it.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter.
#81 = 2 on 3rd down.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To throw, Manning. Fires one deep over the middle.
Oh.
And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
They were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
No.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
No.
It's complete. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an error.
Oh my
And the
God.
quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So here is the Tennessee offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Creates a little room. Makes it past the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The run inside. It smothers. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles,
intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout.
Intercepted again.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Arts to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
To the air, it's Manning. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Play action, here's Manning. Looking left. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Throwing Manning. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown,
nice.
Texas. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Of course, the offensive line give out, like...
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man on the right.
Nope.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Spins away from the defense. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Knee quiet this crowd. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Manning to throw for it on fourth. He turns it loose to the left. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He's got the back in the middle. That should be the final play of the first half. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Northwestern Wildcats. And it's the Hoosiers looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Neyland Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with Tennessee's head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game.
Nice.
They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Gives it on the option. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Vols in the hurry up. Shotgun snap on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll field the punt and look for room. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They go play action with Manning. He's got his man across the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
God damn, man.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Running inside, it Smothers. Maybe some room here. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board.
Oh, my God, dude.
This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but
Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Vols with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And he never had a chance. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
and that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
A strike downfield, and he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here. But coming out in this second half, like no points in the first half and putting a drive together, that's what this offense needed. A lot more energy, a lot more emotion.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Little two.
Quick release by the QB. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw it again. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. And into the end zone. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Vols!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was paid him.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. First down here for the offense. Keeping it on the ground inside.
Oh, my God.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Release to the back. Firing to the right, complete. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Out of the gun to give to the back.
Oh my God.
And he's
dude.
going to be cut down behind the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Whoa.
Arch Madness. Finds his man down the middle. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Now here's Manning, looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Oh my God.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Manning from the gun on third down. He's got it.
Nice.
And he
What a play.
will score. Touchdown, Texas. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dotson. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Tennessee sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take.
There's some room. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
To the air on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Right on the money. He makes the grab in the end zone. The ball strike back for the touchdown.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Arch is going to throw for it. Steps away to find some room. Finds a man in the middle. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They've got a first down here. Want to start as Ben to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. Makes the grab on the left.
Man, this slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion at the end win this thing.
Oh, and it's so frustrating defensively because, dude, I've had no answers. I can't stop him. He's been good all game long. Not surprising. Late in the game, they still can't stop him. They get the first down right there to ice this one away. And this defense, they've got some adjustments they're going to have to make. A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
There's a crease. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second and 8.
The run inside. It's Smothers. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back.
Oh.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Tight game like this one late, and those types of mistakes can just crush you. Let's see what they've got on 3rd and long. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the 1st down, you can just keep your points. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe,
Although Tennessee
I'm Reese
did come
Davis.
back in
This
the
has been a
second
presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, that was Tennessee. Tennessee was not very competitive.
Welcome to staged recruiting. Like previous years, recruiting follows 3 important stages. Stage 1 is adding players to your recruiting board.
Cool demeanor, impatient. Passing goals increase your job security at a lower rate. Failing goals increases your job security at a higher rate. Safe, 100%. Okay. We're safe. Alright. Ah, Oklahoma.
Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Well, guys, Coach knows this is going to be a hostile environment.
we get that.
He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going
yeah, it's
against
a
a former
rivalry.
Nick Saban assistant.
rivalry.
As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under Coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will go to work first. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there's certainly been close games, but there's also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
When I think back to last year's game, the thing that impressed me so much about Texas was that they stepped up and brought their A game to the ballpark in the Red River rivalry, one of the biggest games of the year. Let's see who's going to step up in this one today.
To the air, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end.
Incomplete.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
No.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep.
Get over here.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Longhorns offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Oh, shit.
He's got it inside the 25.
Okay.
What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
All right. There's a problem.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're working that left side. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Here's Xavier Robinson. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the way.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
To throw, Manning. Looking to scramble. Sails one into the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Right, okay.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He fires a bullet to the right. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
Quarterback can go.
Motion from the wideout. With the catch, it's Sategna. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he...
Oh, shit!
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there!
Shit!
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Right on the money. Touchdown Sooners! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
down the middle.
All right, we got an answer here.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Texas offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Arts to throw. He fires to the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter.
Sends it downfield. Got it down the field. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Deep shot for the end zone. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Throwing Manning. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Got a man in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Manning.
Oh, nice.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Yeah, he's in. All right.
The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. That's caught. It's Sategna. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks.
Besides the interception,
We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quick release on the RPO. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And this quarterback can go.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite. You know, it's funny, that's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Manning. Shoots it to the left. It's caught.
Oh, shit.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. From the red zone, it's Smothers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Here's Manning to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to add another.
What a crazy-ass drive.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
He's not going to run that back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The keeper on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wants to throw it again. It's complete to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Makes one man miss. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. The throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Nice.
Another incompletion on third down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job.
Oh, it's blocked.
And man, did you see that defender climb the ladder? How high did he jump to block that field goal? That was amazing.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Texas sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to...
Looking for a huge play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside, it's Smothers. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now a timeout call by the Sooners, that's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Manning from the gun on third down. Got the back over the middle. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. Fourth down coming. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Manning to throw for it on fourth. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Arch Madness. Gonna take a shot at this DB.
What?
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Unloads to the wideout.
Ooh, I thought I could get it over his head.
He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. It'll be 3rd and long. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Rushes on him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
They got a time right there.
Back to pass. It's Mateer. He's got his man.
Oh, shit.
Snags it, and there's running room. Sees him in open space. An opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the number 4 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Texas A&M on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now over to your game inside the Cotton Bowl. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Makes the grab. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
He's going for it all. Got it outside. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. Arch is going to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Big fella moving. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Second and goal coming up. Looking downfield, it's Manning.
Nice.
Touchdown, Texas! That one will give them the lead. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated,
Got a little grass. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, look at all that.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Harris.
Damn.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Wide receiver going in motion. Reads it, fires complete. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Gets it to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Incomplete?
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, and they've got a little bit of space to operate, that's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Complete. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one.
Oh, he got it.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And that's a nice job by this kicker bouncing back. Last field goal gets blocked. Don't worry about it. Get that thing up in the air. Long field goals sometimes are low, but he drives the ball way up in the air and drives it through the uprights.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Texas sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Manning. Gonna let it fly.
Oh.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Manning with a play fake. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Got it behind the line. It Smothers. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Looking for space to the left. Slings it downfield. Throws it in. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
That is such a nice example of a quarterback and his tight end being on the same page. A little bit of a scramble drill right there where the quarterback had to get flushed out of the pocket, but his tight end was able to lock up with him and was able to mirror him, find an open area downfield. Quarterback makes a nice throw, you make the nice catch. Just like that, offense in the red zone.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Hey, man.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the left. Knocked down for the tackle. 3rd and 9. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Got it. Makes the grab in their space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish. Finding some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy.
He caught it! Touchdown, Oklahoma! They move on top here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest.
The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
And here's the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. To throw, Manning. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Wingo. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll ride the hot hand. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
What the fuck, man?
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's going for the big play. Makes a deep grab. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The run inside. It's Smothers. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. Jump ball, and he's got it. Oh, what a grab.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. You're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit.
Caught. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Man, this dude's flown by 200, flown by 300, and now thrown by 400. Almost 450 yards in the ball game. This dude has been on point.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touch.
Touchdown, Longhorn! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Makes the grab. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Timeout, Oklahoma, that's their second.
Wilton again.
And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Working the middle. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And he's just going to spike it.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Finds his big tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They turn to the passing game on third and short. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it right down the field. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Mateer. Under fire.
Oh, shit!
Touchdown, Sooners!
Oh,
and
my
they
God,
moved
dude.
out front here in the fourth. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being
No way,
smart,
man.
getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Manning on play action. He's taking a deep shot. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that golden hat north of the river. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Tomlin, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.
On the tier, man. The fact that he got that snap off and the pass to the touchdown like that, at the end, we would have won. (35-38) Oklahoma. Damn, man. Took an L there. Who are you facing now? Ah. Florida. With 3-2. Florida is 1-3 in the conference.
It's the Florida Gators and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas's offense will have the football first. And here comes Cam Coleman. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
And I tell you what I love about the battle of these wide receivers, both these guys, they picked their spot. They came here for an absolute reason, to shine with their QB. Who can get on the same page early in this football game?
Dude,
both these guys, Jesse,
man.
elite playmakers we've seen be ballers in college football.
Yeah, these portal receivers, they are explosive, and they give their offense a different dimension. And you know these guys are going to get their looks, they're going to get their throws, and I expect both guys to make a lot of plays in one-on-one coverage. What I want to see, when one of these guys gets doubled, who can go up and make the play, even when the defense has the right play call? To me, that's going to be a big issue in this game.
Finds the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's Arch to throw. This time it's complete.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Manning to the air again. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. To throw, it's Manning. Rifles it down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Art's going to spin it again. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. The Gators offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes Aaron Philo. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Caught, and he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Gators will hustle to the line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Here's a give the ball. Quick spin on the run. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here's a heat. Finds a man on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Shakes off the defender. No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting a big stop.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing Manning. And they're not on the same page there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Smothers. And he's dragged down.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it.
Nice job by...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. Might be looking to run. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play-action fake. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. And down he goes back at the 3.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move.
Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd.
We don't do rushing well at all, man. Why is all that RPO?
So 1st down here as they go back to work. Here's Manning to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Oh.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Lets it go. Soft spot in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention.
Throws it deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. On the left side, here's Coleman. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And man, last year was such an interesting year for Arch Manning because preseason, greatest thing since sliced bread. Start of the season, nobody likes him. Get out of here. Nobody thinks he can play. He's not any good. End of the season really started to put it together. So Palmer, he took a lot of criticism, but I love the way he stayed level-headed. And now this next season, another year of experience, I expect some great things from Arch Manning.
Yeah, there were huge expectations on this team in general. Maybe...
Throws toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Arch Madness. Makes the grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control. Using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
Got his man downfield. field.
Oh my god, dude.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Unloads to the wideout.
Oh my god,
He's
dude.
missed 3
Really?
in a row now with that last incompletion.
As a defense, you get so excited with those 3rd down stops, and you throw the fist in the air, right? Forcing the 4th down, but you got to stay on your P's and Q's with this offense because they've already shown you that they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On the run, fires downfield. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He's going to let it go. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's going to run it into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
Play action, here's Manning. Grabbed behind the line, it Smothers. There he goes. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Now he's going to break the pocket. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. Never seems to take the big hit. Finds enough room to get to the 29. The Gators want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Snagged out of the air. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the hat.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Arizona State Sun Devils. And it's the Red Raiders in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on a 6-0 start. Could be a special season.
Damn.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead.
The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This
makes a grab and room to run. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. He's got the tight end. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Gators are rolling down the field. Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative...
Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy.
He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Oh my God.
He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Snags it and he's open. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Calls his own number. Touchdown And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Texas sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on it if that swings here in their favor. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The sure hands, it's Townsend. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Longhorns, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. They go play action with Manning. Swings it out to his running back. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Pressure coming. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Gators sideline, the quarterback has done a terrific job here today, guys. Over 150 yards passing, but they have yet to answer on the ground. They want to keep this defense guessing, not get predictable in their play calls. That means they've got to get better on the line of scrimmage and get that run game alive here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Ball again. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Number 16.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gators will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know.
Throws toward the end zone.
Oh my God,
And it
man.
slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but
everybody's
hey, it's
cooking on
college
the
football.
defense.
Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Manning with a play fake. Throws to the tight end. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
One of the biggest reasons.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Manning to the air again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Scrambling away. A little release to the back. And the defense drags him down.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Manning on play action. Starts to scramble to the left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Arch is going to throw for it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock.
Oh my
Could be an
God.
alley. And he will get just beyond the 1st down marker before sliding. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Quarterbacks are going nuts, man.
Tight end now in motion. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Flips it out in the flat. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Oh, what the?
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Play action, here's Manning. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best match.
Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide open downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They go play action with Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Manning. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Makes a connection. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are.
He caught it, and he's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. They'll stop him at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the 4th quarter, when you need the 2-point conversion?
They're going to run it. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Overtime. Oh my god, man. Coin toss. Okay, each team gets a pass. Possession.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. To throw, Manning. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime.
Oh!
It's blocked. Came up huge in overtime. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's ball. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd and long now as this defense tries to force another overtime period. Trying to set up the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? They'll try to walk it off with a long field goal here in overtime.
No!
And he missed it. No good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quarterback Keith steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man. Breaks it. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown Gators. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Deep. Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I get an opportunity, right? Yeah.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Manning with a play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Fires into the end zone. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on 1st down in overtime. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Trailing by a touchdown, 3rd and goal, and they have to have it here in overtime. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they answered the bell and responded with a score of their own.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on his upcoming two-point play, you might just put it back in his hands and let him go win it.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for two. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these two-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the two, and we play on. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense.
Motherfucker, man.
Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win. They'll go to the air. Rush is on him.
Oh!
That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try gets it done. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So, big ranked win today. Hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation.
Alright, well that was fun, guys. I will call it here, and I will be back probably tomorrow. 29-27 loss in 2 periods of overtime. And with that, guys, I will call it. Have a good one, everyone.